and of every tree of the garden thou mayest eatest freely. But the tree of knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat. For in the day thou eat it, thou wilt surely die. Now God gave Adam the command as well as the consequence for disobeying. But later on in this group, we all know curiosity killed the cat. And satisfaction sure did not bring him back. Because later in the scripture it tells us that due to their disobedience, they were cursed. They were cursed because they did not listen. For he told Adam that the ground is cursed for thy sake and sorrow, that you shall eat all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles shall it bring forth, and you shall eat the herb of the field. And in the sweat of your face you shall eat bread till you return to the ground. Now, I know we all heard that saying that says, I worked through blood, sweat, and tears to get what I had to get. Well, this is where it comes from. If you get poked by a thorn or a thistle, it's going to pierce your skin and you're going to bleed. Right. He already said right here that you was going to sweat. He said, by the sweat of your face, you shall eat the bread. So, they were cursed for disobeying. Have you all ever been cursed for disobeying? Mm-hmm. God didn't just curse Adam. He cursed Eve. Lord have mercy. When we see her in heaven, Lord. I hope she's on the other side. She got her own little section. Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. And sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. Thy desire should be to your husband, and he shall rule over you. So, one of the things we're supposed to do as women is bear fruit and have kids. That's what we're supposed to do. That's one of our purposes. Well, now, because of Eve listening to the snake and eating the apple, now we have to endure pain and sorrow. Go through 9 months of hard labor. I have never been through it, but I understand it's hard. Is it hard, ladies? Yeah. Some of y'all do it multiple times, huh? And so now, y'all have fun with that one. Okay.
She said she don't receive.
But he also said that thou desire should be to your husbands. Yes. So now you have to be ruled by your husbands, because Eve couldn't keep her little mouth shut and run away from the snake. Says the married man. Says the married man. Of course. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's good to you. Okay, so we have to understand that we have to obey. Whatever God tells you, you have to obey whatever it is that he is saying. Now, I know that sounds harsh, and we went through what happens when we disobey God. But let's go through what happens when we obey him, because there's always good with the bad. Okay, so we're going to go to Deuteronomy 28, and it's 1 through 14. Yeah. I didn't write this down, so I'm going to have to go to the Bible on my phone, because that was a long one. Okay, so it's basically called the blessings for obeying his law. He said, now, if you will be careful to obey the Lord your God and follow his commandments that I tell you today, the Lord your God will put you high above the nations on earth. Amen. Yeah. And if you obey the Lord your God, all the blessings will come to you and be yours. And then he starts listing the blessings. He will bless you in the city and in the field. So no matter where you go, if you follow the will that God has for you, he will bless you in the city, in the fields, at the mall. When you're walking down the street, somebody just give you some money. Whatever the case may be.
I receive it. I receive it.
That he will bless you and give you many children for those who want children. He will bless you with many children, your heirs to your throne. He will bless you with that. He will bless your land, your crops, and your animals. Now, I know we don't have fields and we're not farming these days. So let's go on and bring it back to what we know. He's going to bless your household.
Okay.
He's going to bless your place of work. He's going to bless your income. Yes. Because it's the only way, because I'm not forming nothing. We don't do all those things. But he's going to fill your baskets and your pants with food. Not. And the Lord will defeat your enemies who come to fight against you. Your enemies that come to fight against you. And they will run from you 7
different ways. Flee from.
Come on.
So those people at the job who don't want you to have a promotion, so they talking amongst each other. They may even be talking in your ear, Emily, when she not here. They was talking in her ear, telling her that she couldn't get the job she wanted. The Lord will show them in their face that He will give you whatever is yours.
Prepare
no
table.
one can take from you.
He prepared that table. He'll prepare that table. Yes,
The Lord
He
will bless you, and He will fill your barns. He will fill everything you do. He will bless your land and the giving. He will bless your comings and your goings. As long as you obey what He has to say first. Now, we've talked a lot about physical enemies. Our haters, as we call them. Our shade throwers. But let's think about it like this. That's not the only enemy we have.
Amen.
Let's think about the spiritual enemies that come to steal, kill, and destroy.
Yes.
He comes to steal your peace so he can leave you in a fit of depression. He comes to steal and steal your life so he can replace it with spirits of lack, spirits of promiscuity, spirit of adultery. He comes to attack your heart, your love life. Yes. He comes to attack everything for your children, your wife, your husband. He wants to steal, kill, and destroy everything that God is giving you. And if you disobey and you allow him to come in, he will do it. That's right. But God, his word, he says that he will defeat your enemies before your face. That includes your enemies. That includes his enemies. He will they will try you. They're going to try you. But he will defeat them.
Oh, preach.
Because the enemy gonna try. He tried Eve. He convinced her to eat the apple. And when she ate the apple, guys, not only did it curse her and Adam, it cursed every generation after her. Everybody has to deal with the curse that Adam and Eve put on us. The spirit of jealousy got to Cain and he killed Abel. The spirit of inferiority caused Sarah to kick Hagar and Ishmael out of the kingdom. And he was denied his birthright. And due to that, he started a whole other nation. The nation of Islam, and we fight against them till this day. But the blessings of obedience are so much better though. Because you have to realize disobeying does not only affect you, it affects everybody that's connected to you.
That's good. That's good.
Preach.
Because you didn't listen to something, now your children have to suffer. Your husband, your wife, everyone has to suffer because you didn't obey what God was trying to tell you. But you know what? Like I said, the blessings, they're so much better. See, Sarah, she was blessed with a son. She thought she was barren and too old to carry. But she was blessed with a son because Abraham, he was obedient. And she had faith. Noah, he built the ark. Now, everybody thought he was crazy. We had never seen rain here. Why are you building this ark? What is this? But he built the ark because God told him to. He saved his whole family and 2 of each animal on the earth. Now imagine what would have happened had he not built that ark.
Okay.
We wouldn't be talking today, would we? We would not be here. We would have been washed away with the flood. Now realize that God's voice is not going to be some resounding, deep voice coming out of the sky. His spirit dwells within you. It's that little voice that talks to you and it tells you to do or not to do something. Do y'all remember that little voice? Do y'all listen to the little voice? Let me help you out. Just in case you don't remember, let me help you out. You remember when you was with that man and that little voice told you, something not right, girl.
Ah!
I don't know about that one. And you say, you know what? I'm going to listen to you. Because you're right. And you later find out that was the greatest mistake you never made.
Come on.